Round 2 of the AAP Digital Rally, known as the Rally of Champions back in 1993, was a night rally held in Batangas and Tagaytay, known as the Rally of Champions. Round 2 will feature a total of 6 stages compared to Round 1's 8 stages, with a total competitive distance of 62.5 kilometers. Conditions will be dry and at night, while using the New Zealand stages of the Dirt Rally 2 game. In 1993, the rally started in a late afternoon of Saturday, which treated the spectators of Batangas City by showcasing these high-powered Group A rally cars which Philippine Rallying had to offer. For our digital rallyists, they will be starting with a fast, short stage wherein many of them will try to take advantage of the remaining daylight. As the second stage starts and heads into the night, the covers of the rally lights will be taken off and the spotlights turned on. Our digital rally drivers will be taking on the 11.48 kilometer stage of Ocean Beach and Teawanga Forward, representing the tight and twisty Talisay stages in Tagaytay. It will be a grueling challenge for our digital rally drivers, maintaining caution and precision as to not fall off these ravines, while endurance also plays a factor for these 4 consecutive long stages. Another challenge will be the frequent but limited timed service that they'll be getting for their rally cars. Luckily, none of the digital rally drivers will have a chance of getting lost in the dark during the transport stages, just like what happened in 1993, narrated by Mandy Aduque and Mike Potenciano.
I noticed that when he left the control, he didn't pass by the control, which meant na wala siyang time to start. Which meant he gets penalized. So,
We were late by 7 minutes.
I see.
So if we have penalties, we're down to 4. If we don't have any penalties, we could be battling for second.
However, the possible outcome for our digital rally drivers is to experience and lose their headlights, since we all know that they will be driving flat out. The rally will end with the final stage in the foot of the mountains, with the Waimarama Sprint Forward that opens daylight to a Sunday morning. Flashback to 1993, one of the masters back then did not make it to the finish line due to transmission failure. It was high time for Mike Potenciano to redeem himself despite suffering from navigating penalties in a time control by taking 3rd overall outright. As for the VR4s, they went again straight into business, testing new water-cooled suspension in both cars and making sure they still completed the task of securing the rally. Again, another 1-2 for them, with Vip Isada winning the rally while also celebrating his 37th birthday that Sunday morning. It's going to be another fun event so far, as our top 3 drivers, Lance Gobalia, Christian Navarro, and Russell Reyes, now stand on the top 3 spots, and still with many contenders ready to challenge the upcoming night event of the AAP Digital Rally. Qualifying is open from September 30, 5 p.m. up to 12 noon of October 4, while the top 7 of the PS4 batch will take off at 6:30 p.m. on October 4. Don't forget to watch the live stream at Dominado eMotorsports Rally and the AAP Motorsports Facebook page for this exciting digital motorsports action.
All right. So welcome back everyone to the AAP Digital Rally Trophy, and now we are on round 2. So today we are live and alive. I'm here with Ivan Isada and Jan Kalam. So good evening guys.
Alright, good evening Keanu, and good evening Jahan, good evening everyone, and welcome to the AAP Digital Rally Trophy and round 2, which is titled back in 1993 the Rally of Champions, held in Batangas and Tagaytay, and today we're actually doing the same, well, not doing the same stages, but replicating the stages with the New Zealand stages, wherein it's going to be a bit tight, twisty, going up the mountains and going down the mountains, which represents the Talisay stages. And I think everybody's going to be enjoying this one with the Group A rally cars again.
Definitely, definitely, and it's one sight to see that finally we'll be having an almost all-night stage, right, for these drivers present here tonight.
That's right. We're going to have a lot of these night stages. We're going to have four of them that's going to go up and down. With the
Yeah.
first and the last stages going to be at sunset, and the other one as well. It's sunset for the dirt rally game for the last stage, but it's actually sunrise. So that's I think it's pretty good because that day or that rally back in 1993 happened on a Saturday afternoon, late afternoon, going to the evening, and then all the way up to Sunday morning.
Not so bad that we are recreating the 1993 season, and we have looked back on the video we showed earlier on what happened during that fated season. That and I'm looking forward to all of us here recreating it and reliving the history, albeit by Dirt Rally 2.0.
All right. So, without further ado, let's get to the introduction of the drivers. So, here we go. So, right now, at first, I would like some help here. Kuya Jan, could we introduce the drivers we have for tonight?
Yeah, all right. We have Ignatius 12. Ignatius 12 is Nathan Cabidoy. Nathan Cabidoy was our guest driver for the first rounds, and now he has qualified fully for this race. We have Yamborn 394, the very young 14-year-old Carlo Castro. We're looking forward to see an improved performance from him later. We also have Igsmeister. This is Manila Bulletin's Inigo Roses. I don't know what car is he using now, but he was using the Ford Escort last round. So hope to see the Escort again. We have following him Almont 1495. Almont is Dodot Montañer, all the way from Iligan City. So the MSDP graduate and National Gymkhana finalist is joining us for this evening, and we're hoping for a splendid performance from him. And okay, of course, we have Lagubi 5. Lagubi 5 is Lance Gobalia. He won the first round outright, beating the well experienced Wicaro Christian Navarro, and hopefully he could continue his winning streak this evening. We have Alds Likes Turbo. Alds Likes Turbo is Aldrich Garcia, son of Fred Garcia, and they're in real life running Subaru in Rallycross. So we're looking forward to for him to apply his real life experience in today's event. And last but certainly not the least, of course, is our very own Mark Desales from AAP MDM Sport. So we're looking forward for him to continue improving because it was his very first live lobby race last round. So now I'm sure he's raring to kick everyone's butt today and tonight. So I hope we can get on with the action pretty soon.
All right. So, just to confirm that we have the stages for New Zealand, and we have all our drivers in for today, so let's get the race on the road. All right. So, Kuya Ivan, since you were able to drive the stages during the qualifying or even a recce or what you call it, how was your experience like for these stages?
Well, doing the recce, we were trying to look what stages we could use. On the first stage, SS1, I think in Batangas they did it in like a super special stage. So it was hot, dry, and there was daylight. So and they did it in like a track oval and going out somewhere else to a small like rallycross course. Of course, we don't have that rallycross course, but I'm sure what we wanted to hear in this first stage was for everybody to go flat out right from the first stage and then get their service after that one. So that should be really good for the first stage. We'll see who's not holding back on that first stage, and then for the next four stages, we have something like replicating the Talisay stages at night, which are all it all happened actually in midnight. I think after that late stage, the first stage, they waited for around maybe 5 hours until it was really, really dark. And back in 1993, there was nothing there. Those were empty places, empty subdivisions, no lights at all, no street lights. So it was really pitch dark. And in fact, the 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 video recording that they had back then, the narrator actually said that they were wishing that it was actually a full moon that night because there was really no light at all, except for all the rally lights and all the halogen lights that were open from the service crews and the spotlights. But that's pretty much it. So they'll be having quite a endurance going up and down that Talisay. In fact, we were thinking if we would actually give them a break at the after the two stages. But I think we agreed that we did need to put a service there so that the guys could have a bit of a break also, not
Yeah.
just for them but also their cars.
Yes, definitely.
Other than that, I think it's going to be a challenge for these guys.
Definitely. And thankfully, this Dirt Rally 2.0, you can actually catch the action even though it's nighttime. So hopefully
Yeah.
this can recreate the event really close to how it was back in the 90s. But we shall see how this all turns out. Because driving it at night and flat out is a sight to see. Alright, so looks like we have some final finishing touches on the service area for Dodot Montanier. Alright, here we go. Let me just switch my screen.
Starts 40, 6 left, into 3 right long, opens 30. Good luck.
All right, so Lance Gobalia again using his red Lancia Delta.
5,
Yep.
He won last
Three,
in time in
two.
round one.
1, go.
Right, proceeding in his very smooth, clean, fast pace as usual.
Yep. And look at that.
Really,
The battle for fourth place is between Dodot Montanier and Carlo Castro. Wow.
Oh, the big guns from Iligan and the young gun from I think QC. They're battling out. What an interesting concept that in the world that we live in, that that we can all battle in a motorsport event, coming from different regions of the Philippines. I mean, it's something that probably we could not have imagined even 5 or 10 years ago.
Truly, it's something that connects us all, doesn't it, Kuya Jan?
Yeah, and then you could see Lance Gobalia really demonstrating his normal excellence.
Yep. And now we have Aldrich, who's again
Again
using,
with the Repsol.
Yeah, the Repsol.
These top guys are really using these Lancias because really they are really fast. Is it true that these cars are both turbo and supercharged?
I'm not so sure about that, but I think they were turbo definitely. I think it was the Group E era where they had the superchargers as well. This one is, I think if the Group A they had 34mm restrictors on their turbos, but many people, at least for this game, are choosing this car because the car is short. It's a small car, so they don't hit the banks of the challenging New Zealand stages that they have here, and they also have. It has a good power to weight ratio. Checking the stats, this car is the fastest among the Group A rally cars, and it's also I think the lightest. But it's not that easy to drive. I mean, and in dirt, it pretty much equalizes everything. Even if you have a bit of a stronger car or a bit of a heavier car.
All right, Ignatius 12. Ignatius 12 is Nathan Cabidoy. Finally, he has qualified for this event, and now he's eligible for championship points. So he's taking a really serious, touching his rear quarter panel onto that fence post and sliding the car. Whoa!
and
Oh dear.
Wow! Flying and pirouetting on the air. And where is he now?
Oh no, he's
He
outside
has
the
to reset
fence.
the joint.
There we go.
recover the vehicle. Alright. Alright, we have our Manila Bulletin editor, Nico Roses. And he's still using his escort. So most of the guys are using the same cars from last time, which is highly recommendable. Of course, we'd like to also make sure that when we see them, they're still using their same cars, because it gives them a trademark actually for this game and this sport that we're playing right now. So he's using the Escort Cosworth that was used by Bruno Thierry and Francois Delcourt back in the 90s. And he's pretty much the guy who's representing that car in this game right now.
And we have Lance Gobalia across the line. Followed closely by Aldrich Garcia. And Rodot Montagnier.
Rodot Montagnier finishing third. Wow, not a bad showing for our MSDP graduate and National Gymkhana finalist.
Alright, now we have the young Carlo Castro in a Subaru Impreza.
Yep, Carlo is back again in the game. He's again using a controller. He was really ecstatic to be able to qualify again. I think, for a young kid, he's actually really enjoying this game and the challenge fighting among all these guys online.
We have Mark Desales finishing and with a Repsol liveried Integrale. Okay,
Yep, so Lance is taking quite a big lead on that stage, on the first stage, with around 14 seconds over Aldrich. And then Dodot Montaner from Iligan is at third. Same with Nathan Cabito at fourth using the Lancer Evolution. Inigo Roses is at fifth. Carlo Castro at sixth. And Mark Desales taking a 10-second penalty somewhere. So we probably fell off one of the ravines on that stage. So this is actually pretty much still on the foot of the mountain, not really the mountain roads yet. It's going to be more of a challenge on the next one. They could take a short service here in this section. And we head up to the 11-kilometer stage, which is Ocean Beach.
Wow, we're really giving them a challenge tonight. So finally, it is it's already pitch black in the game, and I hope they keep the rally lights in one piece because they would really need them.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, this is happening. This is happening at 12 midnight here in this game. I think the rally started around 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock in the evening. That time in 1993 in Tagaytay. I was really young that time, and it was cold. It was definitely a good atmosphere, but it wasn't much of a nice time to really watch the cars because it was really pitch black. At least for this game, there's light, so they've adjusted that one. But it made the senses of the rally that time, the atmosphere was really different because you could hear the cars, you could smell the gasoline, okay? And the gasoline was avgas that time, so it had a different distinct smell. And you could really hear the rally cars roaring through the mountains at the time. There was like I said, there was nothing there during that time, so it was something. The atmosphere was really great.
Start flat crest 30, crest and don't cut 3 right long tightens into 3 left over crest long tightens.
Alright.
Good luck.
Rally lights are out. It's time for some nighttime action. Lance Gobalia on the starting line.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
And he's off. Let us see him try to brave through the night stage. And there are 4 whole stages ahead of him.
Yeah, this is a long stage, 11 kilometers. At least for the game, it's 11 kilometers, and that's considered long. On a regular rally in the Philippines, it's a medium length stage. On the international scene, it's probably times 2 or times 3. So in New Zealand, our longest stage was at 41 kilometers that time when I was doing the stages at the South Island. And it reaches that long, so it takes around maybe 30 minutes to do the whole stage. This will take around 8 minutes for the 11 kilometer stage.
And Mark Desales now tackling the same course. But tell me, Ivan, where is this stage held? It's not held in Otago where you raced, right?
Now, the Hawke's Bay stages are in the east coast of New Zealand, the North Island, but it's not really run as much. They're not really famous because the WRC is usually held in Rotorua. So at least for these stages, it's all still unique. It's coastal, but it represents pretty much the landscape of New Zealand very much.
But how do you think it compares to this particular set of stages? How do you think it compares to Batangas?
To Batangas, I think it's pretty similar, except New Zealand stages would be very smooth. In Batangas, it would be more rough, more degrading in the tires. But the color of the ground, the texture is very similar, which is why actually back in 1993, the Shell Mitsubishi Rally R team were testing their cars here in the Philippines because the Philippines represented so many different terrain that could represent different countries as well. So yeah, I think it's a good mix, especially this tight and misty. I've actually driven the Talisay stages, and they are similar to this one at times. But of course, the times that I've driven it was already all in tarmac, so for them to do it in dirt, that's actually lucky for them. And whoa, Carlos just rolled out, and it seems like Dodot also has moved out of the road that time.
The night is already taking a toll on some of the drivers, I feel. So, I mean, Dodot Montanier is tackling it pretty okay so far.
Yeah, surprisingly, it's Dodot's first time to qualify for the race, to run this race. I'm not so sure if he's ever done any lobby races like this one. But he's handling it really well. This guy has been one of those strong contenders in Cagayan de Oro and Iligan with our Motorsports Development Program, which is under the AAP as well, and also an FIA grant approved event. So yeah, I guess he's learned pretty much from all the times we've done the clinic in their place, and he is in fact one of the finalists in the Gymkhanas before. So that's pretty good.
Yeah,
pretty good showing.
I've seen him personally, and he seems to be a very excellent driver. So there is so much talent that is untapped in the Visayas Mindanao region. And it's unfortunate that we live in Imperial Manila and we don't see such talent. But now with the opportunity of our Digital Rally Trophy, we're seeing these great racers strut their stuff in front of us.
That's right. Now we have Inigo. Inigo Rosas is
Hitting a tree.
Still having a problem because his lights are not straight anymore.
Look at that. Look at how how amazing probably these rally drivers are in real life, that they are able to push the car to the limits even though it's so difficult to see where they're going, and they have to rely on the lumens of their rally lights to guide their way. But still, his car seems to be relatively okay, a little bit smooshed up in the front, but still tackling the corners left, right properly.
I think you can see Inigo having a lot of hesitation when he's driving. I'm sure he's thinking of saving those lights and making sure that he has something to see in the front. But taking caution now when he's driving. He's not pushing the car as strong as he was last round in Australia or in for our 93 edition in Bulacan.
Well, as he should. I guess all these drivers kind of have to be conservative.
Aldrich is at second. Yeah.
In the Repsol livery, and he's not so far off from Lance Gobalia.
Oh yes, it's not. But he seems to be having trouble there pivoting the car and trying to get out of the corner because it seems that his Lancia has been bogging down and has been having a lag. So you can see he's having some difficulty going around those hairpins and those left ones and left twos, those tighter corners.
The hairpins really throw you off in this course because when I did my auditing run last night, I mean, this track is pretty flowing, but when it comes to the hairpins, you kind of have to slow down your tempo, you slow down your pace, and that may catch off a lot of the drivers tonight, especially being not able for them not being able to see where they're going much.
Yeah, it's when we talk about not seeing anything, the course, especially in the hairpins, sometimes it's you'll see on the left and the right that there's actually some space or there's some safe area to actually land your wheels. But there are other hairpins here wherein if you make a mistake and your front tire catches the ditch, it actually is a big canal, not just a small ditch. So they have to be really careful also.
Really, Lance Gobalia is really running away from the rest of the field right now. Oh, we could not see that slide, but I thought it looked fantastic. And okay, he's really good. He's really controlling the car like it was his own hands and feet. Fantastic.
Yeah, he really knows how to swing that car around. He's not having any trouble like Aldrich in the hairpins. You can see that the flow of when he moves that car, it's just continuous and it's not killing the momentum of that car as he goes out through those exits. So it's really good.
As he crosses the line, Aldrich Garcia, no lights.
Uh-oh, that's gonna be a problem. Aldrich should have been challenging Lance for this rally, but without those lights, he's gonna... Oh, he still has lights, but maybe his lights are going on and off.
Yeah, it could be the game. It could be the game. Yeah, sometimes it happens.
All right, so that's good. It still seems to be going on a steady pace, so that should be good. And Inigo has put himself on the third place. He was down fifth a while ago, mid stage.
He's neck and neck with Dodot Montanier.
Truly, the comeback is real for these drivers here tonight.
Lucky for Nico, he's been able to place himself and drive consistently again.
Oh no, we have Carlo Castro. He lost the lamp pads on this hood and is now relying on headlights just now. Oh!
This is not an oval track, my friend. Please stay on the road.
Save your lights. You don't want to be dancing in the moonlight, if you know what I mean. All right.
He's driving rough, but it's okay. As you say, he's using a controller.
While our friend here, Mark Desados, is using the F1 steering wheel for rallying. So here we have Lance again taking the stage 2 with the time of 7:42, followed by the 8:02 by Aldrich. Inigo getting an 8 minute 30 second with his escort. Dodot Montaner falling just 1 second behind, who was actually supposed to be leading Inigo, but a late run and consistent run by Inigo was able to put him there in third. Carlo Castro, Mark Tesales, and Nathan Cabidoy got disconnected. So sad for Nathan because this guy is actually really took the qualifying seriously and was really excited also to join this live event. Not anymore as a guest player, but as a real player for being in the top 7 of the PlayStation category. So, yes, sad for him, but he still has a chance to rejoin. And we hope he does join again.
Hopefully, during the second stage, he was able to use the duration of the whole ordeal to join back. So, hopefully, he's back. And there he is. Hopefully, he loads. Come on. Internet of the Philippines, cooperate. And there he is. He's back in action. All right.
I think the long stages gave him a favor because that usually doesn't happen after one stage.
Starts
You get
one
back
right,
easily.
very long.
He is very
opens
lucky.
30, one left tightens. Good luck.
All right, so this is just the reverse stage of a while ago. So they'll be going back and forth this stage twice.
5,
And
4,
after
3,
this, they're gonna have a
2,
service area.
1, go.
Again, he
But-
sets off.
Yeah, for Lance, it's back to business. He's just gonna drive it just as fast as how he drove it a while ago.
He doesn't make a mistake. We haven't seen him make a major mistake so far. So I hope he continues to keep his steady and quick pace in order to take tonight's rally.
I think if I'm not mistaken, Lance is a licensed pilot, and for a pilot, I think you're not supposed to be making mistakes. So he's putting that well into this rally game. We haven't seen him make a mistake really, or at least a big mistake. I think the biggest mistake that we've seen him do is just put the tire off the road just a bit. But pretty much, it's always there.
Okay, Aldrich Garcia now. He's also running the Integrale, the Lancia Delta Integrale.
Aldrich Garcia is using the outside to keep the grip on the right tires. I don't know if you catch that earlier, but that was one tactic for that corner.
Yeah, but basically his inputs are a bit rougher than Lance's. So he's really shifting the weight properly in order to turn. And I guess the two of them really have the handle of this very I would say difficult car to handle.
Difficult just for you and me, Jahan. They're killing it with this car.
There must be a cut above us in this digital world. But he's in fourth now. Wow, who? And Dodot is ahead of him. Barely.
Dodot and Nathan are ahead of him at the moment. What we have now is Dodot Montaner, and he's had some battering a bit with the Evo, and just like the Evo being an Evo, it's having a difficult time actually turning on those hairpins and the tight corners.
When driving, when I audited this race, as you can see there, the understeered off the course. I audited this and I used this car. I mean, you kind of really have to apply a lot of brake in order to turn the car in. So, but if you really master that, it really handles okay. It feels like a tank, to be honest.
Yeah, that evolution was actually the setting of that car. Besides it being that characteristic, I think Tommy Mäkinen was the one who helped develop this car, and his preference was actually for the car to go just a bit of understeer into the corners, and that's just how the Evo had its characteristic ever since, because it was all the setup of Makinen, but he knew how to drive it. He was a 4-time champion in the World Rally Championship. Placed Mitsubishi on the map of the Rally Championship, and all Evos now are all correlated to, or all known for being a rally car as well. So, there's no problem. They brought that Group A rally car up to 99. Even in the time when everybody was going already with the WRC spec, they remained in the Group A.
That was an
Nathan
intense
Cabidoy.
dive there by Nathan Cabidoy.
What the heck was that line on that
Talk
corner?
about maximum attack. I think that was a display of that.
I think it was lucky that he didn't bring the car. I mean, the car got out again after that corner. But I hope he still keeps it online most of the time.
But he's second right now, so that must be the faster line on that corner. Nico Roses with a smashed hood, braving against the dust kicked off by the other players.
He's still lucky, at least, that the lights are still on the hood of his car, and he can see properly.
That is the challenge on the night stage. What happened to him? Did he fell off the course slightly?
I think he tapped the back of his car just a bit, but he's okay. He's still moving forward.
Nice slide on that hairpin.
Yeah, it was
Nice
pretty.
slide.
Yeah.
He's handling that escort well.
Yeah, so I'm remembering back in 1993, that's just how we were watching the rally cars. They just passed by with those lights, and then that's pretty much it.
How is it like being a spectator back then?
It was difficult. I mean, you couldn't know the results exactly. Results would be delayed probably for 2 stages until you got the word out. Most of the time, you're also hanging out on the service area, eating balut and penoy during those times at night. But yeah, it's still nice because it's pretty much the best action that you can get that time back in 1993. I mean, there were no cell phones, nothing. We could enjoy nature and the machinery, which is the best machinery for me. It was the rally cars.
I have a question though. Since you were a spectator on those rallies in the past, are you able to keep car debris as souvenirs?
No, actually, there weren't too many debris of the rally cars that time.
Oh,
They were
man.
almost mostly intact that time.
I see.
It's pretty much just memories and experiences that you remember in that time. So it's actually lucky that we have the video so that we could actually see that and rewatch it. But even the videos, they're not HD like our game that we have here now. They're at 240p, 360p when you view it, and but it's nice to look at it and relive it, and I think most of the memory helps really.
Oh, what's happening to our Mr. Mark Desales?
It's like he's stuck in one gear.
Maybe the paddles got jammed. I hope he's okay.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like a problem on the game. It seems like there's a problem with his controls back at home.
Oh dear.
Or probably he's just taking a smooth pace to keep his car intact. So, and and his car's pretty clean. So
Yeah,
I hope our I hope
I highly doubt
Mr.
there are mechanical damages, but
Yeah, it seems like he's taking a lower gear. It is going down, and probably saving up on the brakes, which he doesn't have to do that much in this game.
engine braking at its finest, I believe.
Lance
All right,
Gobalia.
that's Gobalia. Finish
All
that
right.
stage in first again. Mission accomplished number 3.
And here we have Nathan Gabidoy battling at second place. Wow.
Comeback is real again.
Yep.
He wants to prove himself.
These
that
gentlemen
he's the
are
best.
on fire tonight. Yeah.
Yeah. Dodot Montanier doing pretty good.
Yeah, not bad for his first rally.
Nico is finishing. Aldrich Garcia dropping down to 5th, but also almost at the finish line.
Here we have Carlo Castro. Oh, little hiccup there by the ledge. Don't pop any more tires, my man.
Just kissing that bank just a bit.
He'll be okay. And the boxer rumble can still be heard even from afar. Wow.
Ian, his driving reminds me of your driving just a bit with that Subaru.
Oh yeah. I missed that car. Still in the shop. Yep. There we go. And across the flying finish, and Carlo Castro across the line.
Mr. Mark Desales also about to finish.
His car is super clean.
All right. Here we go.
Alright. So we have Lance Gobalia finishing at 7:58. So that's 19 seconds ahead of Nathan Cabidoy in that Mitsubishi Lancer. On third is Dodot Montaner finishing another 10 seconds behind Nathan. Iggs Meister, who is Inigo Roses, finishing just a second behind Dodot. They're still neck to neck, just like the previous stage. Carlo Castro heading at 9:20. The rest of the field. What happened to Aldrich? He had a 1 minute penalty. So
I think he had a flat tire right there.
yep, and same also. Maybe there's a recovery from Mark Desales, who finishes at 7th at that with a 9:39. Just a second behind Aldrich, even serving that 1 minute penalty.
Yeah, hopefully everything is okay because the change of pace all the way to the finish can really set you off. But we'll see. All right, Ocean
have a
Beach
service?
once again.
Yeah,
Yes,
they have a service here.
this is a short service, a 15-minute service, a short one in game. Pretty much just a time to repair some lights and some minor mechanical damages. Hopefully nothing too serious. Like changing.
Looking back at the drivers, I think Dodot's car was pretty beat up. Same with Inigo, so they'll be wanting that service. But I doubt if they're going to be putting any repairs on that body damage. I don't think there's enough time for that one. Same with Carlo. He's had quite a lot of hiccups, not just one hiccup there. We just experienced one of his hiccups, but I'm pretty sure his car's needs to last for another 22 kilometers up and down that Talisay-like stage.
Right.
They seem to be almost ready except for Mark Desales. So I hope that their damages were light enough for it to
Starts
be resolved.
flat crest 30,
But
crest
Lance
and don't
Gobalia
cut,
does not
3
seem
right
to
long
have needed
tightens,
it. His
into
car
3
is still
left over crest
impeccably
long
clean.
tightens. Good luck.
Perhaps just a car wash and a windshield wipe, and he's good to go. And a refuel, of course. Never forget.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
And Lance Gobalia off to start the rally.
Again, so clean. Again, his aggressiveness. You could not. It actually looks slow, but he's not slow at all. But Nathan Cabidoy seemingly giving him a run for his money right now.
I mean, look how close he is to the edge of that corner. I mean, like for this one, for example. Look at that. Look how close he is to the apex. If there is such a thing even on rally, but yeah, still pretty close.
He's barely counter steering. I mean, his steering inputs are just enough for the car to turn. So he's really minimizing the scrub losses that you do while turning, wildly. I would imagine. So he's really driving the car pretty good, pretty effectively. What a! It looks really. If you look at it, it's not showy, but he's really performing. The stopwatch is really telling the tale of his excellence. Nathan Trabutoy again out for redemption. Pushing.
Yeah, you can hear that 4G63 screaming at night, huh?
4G63.
Oh, he nailed it! Wow.
He
That was a
is
nice
really
exit
pushing
speed right there.
Also taking the inside part of the corners pretty well, keeping the car between the lines. Of course, what lines are there in the third course, but he's also doing good. He's not far off Lance, so I hope he can continue to keep up and probably take a stage win. Here's hoping.
Oh, I know. There's just a few second gap between Lance and Nathan. Wow. Let's check in on Aldrich Garcia and how he's doing.
Aldrich is also not far from the top two, so there's also a chance for him to battle for the stage win in his Lancia and Delta Integrale. So again, last round, the PC badge, the PS4 badge was a bit far off, but now you're seeing the competitiveness of everybody. So even this badge is also giving us an entertainment that I certainly did not expect. So hats off to them tonight.
All right. But check it out, man. I mean, look how close they are.
Yeah, but
Every time they go
They're
through
like
that
caterpillars on a field trip, man. Look at that.
Yeah, I mean, every time mentioning that every time they go through that gate, the railings or the cattle grate,
Yeah.
it's very much like New Zealand. I did have a mistake before back then when I jumped one of the cattle rails, and they're lucky that nobody's actually getting caught out with those cattle rails in the game.
Oh dear.
But they're keeping the car really clean after that one. They're just doing a perfect drive at the moment for this stage. I think that service gave them all, a better hope of doing better times as well.
yeah, Dodot Montanier now in fourth.
Looks like we have a lot of fans club for Dodot Montanier on the Facebook Live stream chat. Wow.
In Tagalog, gwapong lalaki kasi yan eh.
Ah, yeah! Woo!
So, for the Dodot Montanier Fans Club, please keep cheering for him and please convince him to continue driving here in the AAP Digital Rally Trophy. Yeah, not a bad showing for our Liga native.
I think he just got his steering wheel recently as well, due to lockdown in their area. Now we have Inigo Roses. He's at 5th place. Car is still all okay.
Alright. Hey, shout out to Ryan Lanuzo for the 150 stars. Thank you, thank you, thank you. An advance happy birthday to Mervin Tanap. A shout out to you. Alright. And looks like Inigo Roses still has a fresh car and all his lights intact. Wow, look at that.
Yep, but you guys were mentioning a while ago about if there were lines in the rally.
Yeah.
He was not following that one exactly. But there are really lines in the rally.
See.
And it's about connecting and linking corners together. And you can see there that Inigo's not connecting those corners together. So usually it's more of them making all these tight and twisty left and rights one straight line, or at least getting a good flow of it. So far Inigo's been riding up some of the banks, and again he's hesitating going just a bit slower. So, in short, he's trying to push the car or dive the car too soon and not losing just the momentum because with the dive he goes in too soon, the car goes in too soon, and he has to kill the speed right in the middle of mid corner.
All right. And shout out to Rosauro Gobalia Jr. Lance Gubala, bilisan mo, hoy. Kanina pa nag-iintay ang pagkain sa mesa. Hihi.
It's
Yon.
pretty cold.
It's
I'm pretty sure it's cold.
Don't worry, it'll just be fast. He's almost done. 2 more special stages to go and he'll be okay. Well, the last one is the next one, so yeah. And here we have Carlo Castro. How is the young driver doing? Yeah.
His GC8 front end is actually his rear end is also mangled.
Oh dear.
But
How many trees have you made friends with, man? Hey! Woo!
Hey, he's driving the car like Colin McRae, right? So
Hey!
he'll be fine.
Hey, he didn't crash, man. He's still alive. I mean, the car. Rest in peace, Colin McRae. Yeah.
yeah, the plane he wasn't so good on the plane, unfortunately.
Oh, looks like we have an intense episode now from our very own Mark Desales.
Yep, Mark Desales probably having a bit of trouble with his F1 setup back at home. But he's keeping the car clean. He likes that. He wants
And
to
here we
show-
have Lance Gobalia across the flying finish. And Lance Gobalia across the line. Followed closely by Nathan Cabidoy, holding on to his second position. All right.
He still has to defend against Aldrich, so keep it up, Nathan. You can do it.
You got this, man. And right there, the finish line is right there.
Aldrich, not far behind.
Not far behind. I say around 1 to 2 seconds, I believe. Yeah,
Yeah.
more or less. Yeah.
Dodot Montagnier also about to finish in a
The
bit.
fans club of Dodot Montagnier are going crazy once again on the chat. And as he crosses the line, and there he goes. Oh dear.
Is this the
Yeah,
that's live?
another game thing.
Glitch.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, hold on to it. Yes. Woo.
Almost falling off.
Make it. Yes. All right. Sorry, I get pretty intense if it's a Subaru. But yeah.
Lancia Delta also about to finish
And
off.
the fuel cut is really saving all the engines for the drivers here tonight. And Mark Desales across the line. All right.
Alright, so
I
that's
am-
the 20-second lead by Lance over there.
That is
with Nathan.
insane.
Yep, he's keeping it consistent, that lead. So he's probably had already a 1-minute advantage over these guys.
Check out the split times between all these drivers and Lance.
He's taking 1 second off from splits 1 to 3, and then from Nathan, and then he goes with a 3-second split on that.
Yeah.
Same with the other next splits. Yep, and no
Very clean.
No damage,
No damage
at
at
all,
all, yeah.
for Lance Gobalia. Wow.
Mad props, man.
Hey, it's as a pilot, I think I don't mind riding with this guy. At least I know he's gonna be safe all the time.
Where do you fly, Lance? I want to ride.
I guess you can say if you're with Lance on the air, you are in good hands. Alright, here we go. We have 2 more stages to go.
This is the last night round, right?
Yep.
Terhawanga forward.
the last
Yep.
night round, and finally we're gonna have some daylight and SS6. Alright? There we go.
So I wonder how the drivers are doing now with it being their 4th time to run this stage
I wonder
down.
I wonder how much water they're drinking right now. I
Yeah,
wonder how much
exactly.
electric fans are facing their face right now. Man, because this is not an easy race.
No, especially with all those corners in that rally and all the counter steer that they need
Starts
to do.
1 right, very
The
long.
concentration has to be
Opens
very
30.
high.
1
Oh,
left
yes.
tightens. Good luck.
This is a race against yourselves if you're gonna be battling the stage twice. Since this is gonna be a second time, they're gonna be on Teawanga forward.
4, 3, 2, 1.
And we're off. Lance Gobalia starts SS5 with a wild start at that. Wow.
But
No,
you kinda
Lance
have
is
to
really-
do that.
You don't want to be
Lance
on the
really-
receiving end of that start off. I mean, behind the car. Oh, sorry, you were
But
saying?
Lance has really got the perfect start for this one. It's like just right from the start, he's already leading. That's not. I mean, to get perfect starts all the time in this game is not easy at all. I haven't found the trick to that.
All right,
You launch at-
let's
when
see
you launch
how
at countdown 1.
let's see how Lance takes these corners. These are consecutive tight corners.
Really precision millimeter driving, not bad.
Really
Comes
using.
into the corner with the correct speed, just the correct speed, and then he
These are
doesn't
sh-
sacrifice any slides too much, and his car's always going forward. If you look at it,
He's barely counter steering. He's turning into the corner. He's not scrubbing much speed on the corners. Not bad.
And let's check in on Aldrich Garcia, finally back on top, on second place.
finally, we've been trying to wait for that time that Aldrich would attack again, and it seems that he's doing his run now pretty intensely, and you can see him and his driving style just a bit different from Lance. He's bringing that tail out just a bit.
A bit more than Aldrich. A bit more than Lance.
Yep.
As they say, rally drivers do it sideways, right?
Yep, all the time.
Well, Sebastian Lopez actually changed that thinking already, so he's done it all forward, and ever since he's done that, all the French Tour champions, which they take 15 times nowadays in the WRC, they're all going forward. They're not trying to scrub as much speed anymore, but definitely, they still go sideways, of course. More calculated.
Nathan Cabidoy taking second place away from Aldrich Garcia.
Taking that corner too much again. I thought he would again fall off and jump back into the track again.
And watching Nathan Cabidoy is not for the faint-hearted, I can give you that. Wow.
Driving the Katsu livery Evo 6.
Yep, so Katsu is Katsu Taguchi, Japanese rally driver. He was also an APRC champion back in the 90s. After Tommy Mäkinen, Kenneth Eriksson from the Mitsubishi team all moved to the World Rally Championship and focusing their efforts there. So,
Oh.
yeah.
I
See.
thought it was a restaurant somewhere.
I only know that that's food. But yeah. All right.
It is a Sunday evening at night.
Let's look at our
dinner time.
Let's look at our live stream popular driver Dodot Montagnier. All right.
The whole of Filigan is cheering now.
Oh
As
wow.
they should.
Yep.
Are they having a watch party like a Pacquiao fight? I think they do.
The admiration for Dodot is real.
I mean, just look at that, right?
He's leading the second batch of drivers now in this course. So I hope he continues to keep it up. The Evo series of cars, the Lancer Evo, it's a car that's really it's really direct lineage was the rally cars that Coach Vip and Sir Mandy Duque were racing in the Philippines back in 1993. I mean, you could trace the Evo lineage to that Galant VR4 very much, because the Galant VR4 was the homologation car before the Lancer was. They just had to move to a smaller platform to gain the advantage, because the Impreza was also The Subaru was also moving towards the Impreza from the legacy back then.
Yeah, so a lot of development happened that time in 1993 with them. So it was, and that's what makes the 1993 Philippine Rally Championship very special because you know the Filipinos got to see that, got to witness it, got to experience it, and it was really something to watch back then, because you couldn't get that kind of technology what you had on the World Series back here in the Philippines. So I think that's what really made it a highlight back in 1993 because those cars were ultimately superior.
So anything that we had locally, wow.
I think so. During that time, I think it was. At least for the 1990s. It's a different story back in the 80s with the Group B Nissan 240 RS. But even the Nissan 240 RS that time were just a bit outdated once the four-wheel drive turbos came in for the World Rally Championship. So they got left behind with the rear-wheel drives, and that's why a lot of the Nissan 240s also came back here to the Philippines. But then again, it was still very different once the four-wheel drives came out, and that's the Galant VR Force were the thing. I mean, Rally Art coming in to support and do their testing here was just something else.
Oh dear, looks like Inigo Roses lost his rally lights. Oh dear.
Yep, he is using his headlights now.
Oh, he's really not following the road. He's using the grass more than he should, I guess.
Maybe fatigue is now settling in for our Manila Bulletin editor, Inigo Roses.
Daylight is coming, sir. Please keep doing the good job, sir.
You got
There'll be
this.
a good breakfast. There'll be
Yeah.
a good breakfast after.
Filipino breakfast at the end on the finish line. Yeah! But dinner time here in present time. Yeah.
Cameraman, take
Oh,
a picture.
no.
Oh.
Oh dear.
Mark Desales having to reset the car back on track from that offshoot off the course. I mean, how challenging it is probably that Mark Desales is doing because, as we mentioned earlier, his play seat that he is using at home is actually built for Formula One driving.
Oh no.
He's falling off the course. What is it? Probably due to the seat placement. Probably he's having difficulty.
Oh,
on
the
that.
wrong way.
Going the wrong way, sir.
He's going the wrong way. Oh no.
Atras!
Oh, there he
Ayun.
recovered.
Alright, he's heading again.
And Lance Gobalia across the line.
A battle between Aldrich and
Nathan.
Let's see who crosses the line first. Again, clean. It's clean now.
And Aldrich across the line, followed closely by Nathan Gabidoy. And Dodot Montanier approaching the flying finish. Alright.
Nice cut on that corner. Barely using that camber to make the turn, and thankfully he did not fall off that ditch.
And there he goes, Dodot Montanier across the line. And now we have Carlo Castro.
Carlo Castro really not having his pod lights now, but don't worry, it's daytime for the last stage, so you don't need it.
Oh no, wait. Oh dear, what happened to... Oh! Looks like there's a retire... There's a retire from Mark Desales. Oh dear, I wonder what happened. I hope everything's okay. Alright.
Lance Gobalia is again leading, again maintaining at least around 15-20 second advance, or maybe even more, over Aldrich Garcia. Nathan Cabidoy following very closely. Dodot Montanier at 4th. Carlo Castro 5th. Inigo Roses with the 4-second recovery penalty, and I don't know what happened to Mark Desales.
Oh,
I
and
hope he
he
can come
got
back.
disconnected. Oh dear.
I hope he can come back for the final stage.
I hope he can. We have one more stage to go, and this is gonna be daylight. All right.
Just a bit of daylight. Back in 1993, it was a dawn stage. It was
Right.
around 5 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock morning. And yeah, the guys by this time were all tired. So, thus, I think they're also tired with all those 4 night stages. You know, if you drive those night stages, um, it all looks the same, those corners, and it's very difficult to get a reference of where you are. So, and with all the tight and twisty courses that they've done, I'm sure there is fatigue coming into this one, and they'll be happy that there's a bit of daylight peeping through the clouds of the stage that we have.
All right.
So let's see who's going to go flat out on this one. I'm sure they're all saying thank you. There's daylight. We gotta go flat out now.
Can finally retire their rally lights now, and this may be a gamble for some drivers as they tend to remove their spare tires on their last special stage just to lighten the load and just to drive flat out like as if no one's behind them. Yeah. I wonder though, what... Oh, there we go.
Starts 30 crest and 3 left long and 5 right long. Good luck.
It's
Look.
daylight, and you could see the ocean beside the start of the course.
That will be the
Five,
Pacific Ocean,
four,
Jahan.
three,
If they're on
two,
the east
one,
side of
Go.
New Zealand.
In the Philippines, probably you could say that it's the Taal Lake, hopefully.
Yeah. Overlooking the
that's
lake.
Lance Gobalia dropping to second temporarily with Carlo Castro. It's still unknown where everyone will fall. At this point, it's too early to tell. But again, driving, now he's more aggressive now because he can see where he's going.
Looks like hesitations are off now for all these drivers.
It's only who's going to be able to control those emotions now of seeing that daylight, yeah?
Seeing the daylight and knowing that this is just a short stage. Really, it's really prime for them to really go flat out. As they should. A tight battle in second between Nathan Cabido and Aldrich Garcia, swapping places left up and down. Nathan Cabido pushing his Evo 6 to the absolute limit. To both man and machine, really a bit slow in understeering on that corner. Not bad. Sideways over there, narrowly missing that tree trunk. Really, these guys now are really pushing it, and as they should. Currently, Nathan Cabido is in second. Aldrich Garcia in third with the Lancia Delta Repsol livery.
They're all still neck to neck on that on this area, but suddenly with this long stretch, it seems that they're all spreading out now.
I guess everyone reacts differently to a flat out stage.
Yep. No, but particularly in this in this sector, there's it's where you're going to lift off or not because it's all flat. You can take these fast series of corners flat out, and it's really for the brave.
I find it struggling myself when I audited this course. Inigo Roses going through the cloud of dust. Really, this course is flat out, and you kind of gotta have big balls to really complete this. He's taking it pretty well. A bit conservative, but yeah, not so bad from Inigo process. He really does tend to, turn in a couple of times, during a corner.
That's right. And Carlo Castro, still alive with his Subaru, still all banged up, but I'm sure.
Oh, he missed it. He missed it. He missed it.
Missed the junction. Yeah. That famous junction, a lot of people miss because they're coming from a flat out section, and then after that, that it catches you to turn a right 3, I think, or right 2.
Or a square right.
Yep, it's a square right actually.
It's really tough, when you're on a certain rhythm, left, right, up, down, jumps, then suddenly you have to slow down. That really catches that does catch me personally.
I think the stage has around 3 square rights and a junction, if I'm not mistaken.
Or around that, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So they can
Wow.
get caught up with this one.
Look at the background. It really looks like you're climbing up Tagaytay. My God, look at it.
Tagaytay in 1993, yeah, not now presently. It's all subdivisions now.
On the field, now you see the camotes in the fields, not on the roads.
So there's that other square right we were talking about, square left we were talking about,
Yep.
and Aldrich took it pretty well then, that sector.
Lance Gobalia running away from the competition already across the line. My God.
Gutom na yan.
Where did he get that? Where did he get that time? I don't know where. Where did he find that advantage?
He's a pilot, right? He probably flew over the mountain.
And Aldrich Garcia across the line.
Also Dodot Montanier. Nico Roses not far behind.
All right.
Oh, okay. I thought
Oh,
what
no.
happened there. Carlo Castro crossing the line.
We have a disconnection from Nathan Cabidoy. Oh dear.
Ano, second disconnection from Nathan. So we have Lance again, who's going to probably win this category, no doubt about it. Aldrich following at the 5:12, 4 seconds behind him is Dodot Montaner. Inigo Roses with a 5:23 and a 5:40 for Carlo Castro. And sadly, another disconnection, this time from Nathan again.
Yeah.
Those disconnections are really
Man, this
you
is
know,
already
part
on
of
the
game.
internet.
Yeah.
Man, something that we can't control.
Yep, it's like I said, it's something like you guys having those mechanical problems in the car. But congratulations to Lance. That looks like it's gonna be a good win for him until the PC batch comes in. So let's see who's coming into the PC batch.
Great showing by Dodot Montanier at third. Aldrich Garcia, of course, fantastic at second. But Dodot, please join us again next time.
All right. So now let's we're now gonna be welcoming our drivers from the PC. All right, let's do this. Okay. So what are some nice powerful moments to take away from the PS4 batch? Because definitely for the PC it's gonna be a whole different story.
Well, definitely, I think the thing that I was impressed most, of course, or at least we were all impressed, was the drive of Lance. That was really something. You know, you could see that he was very consistent, very careful with the car. He wasn't scrubbing any speed going on those twisty corners, and he wasn't losing any, time when the hairpins were in. That's where you actually lose time on that stage. So perfect performance from him. He was our pole position guy in qualifying, and he's done the job. So a mission accomplished for that guy, for Lance. And I think we've had another. I think we saw also was Dot Montaner coming in for his first rally. I think he did quite a very good job coming into this rally. He hasn't really fought in any lobby events on the rally yet, and this is his first time to do it. And he's really doing very well in the rally. I mean, he's had some hits on the car. It wasn't perfect, but I think for somebody who's new on the stage or on the rally, on the digital rally scene, I think that's pretty good. It's actually very good.
Oh dear. Yep, definitely. Okay,
We
so
had yeah.
go,
Go ahead, Nate.
go for it. Go for it. Sorry.
All right, yeah. So I think the others, it was a good battle also with Nathan and Aldrich. Oh, sorry, Nathan, Aldrich, and Dodot, and they were fighting it very well. Again, unfortunately for Nathan, he had his disconnections. I think in SS2 and of course the last SS, and he it was actually a really nice. He was actually in second that place already in the last SS, but unfortunately, yeah, these things happen on the internet. It's not different. Like I said, it's not any different from how it is in the real rallies. Not the disconnection, but car breaking down or mechanical issues. Yeah, so unfortunately for Inigo Roses, he was there, but he was a bit too cautious on the drive this time around. But you could see that he could push the car more, but he was hesitating a lot as well.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel so sad for boss Mark Desales. I mean, he could, he was keeping his car pretty clean, and I don't know what happened to him. And I hope he does a better showing for the next round.
Yeah, I think we were looking for the battle of Carlo and Mark Desales on that rally, and Carlo was pretty much putting the effort in, and you could see that his car wasn't all well, but you could also see on the other hand our more responsible CEO of AAP trying to keep that car in pristine condition, just like how he likes all his cars. But yeah, props to Carlo also because he was, like I said, he was ecstatic from the start that he was actually able to get into the game again. He wasn't expecting that, but he followed through also with a good drive. Being somebody on the controller, being somebody who's relatively new also to this competition, he's just enjoying playing around. And for Mark Desales, it's the same thing. He's got his F1 simulator at the house, and he's enjoying as well driving and doing this AAP event.
Definitely. Okay, looks
it
like
was a-
we're missing one driver. We have Vic Nodalo.
So I think Vic might not be able to join.
Okay, so I guess we have
Do we have anybody? Do we have a guest driver coming in?
I think we can have King Asuncion for tonight. Unless we can
Is he ready?
unless you can confirm. He's actually in game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he is.
Call him out.
There he is. Invite sent.
King Asuncion is one of the sons of our rally drivers and rally navigator, Raul Asuncion. He's actually had experience with the Galant VR Force as well, navigating. And I think that was in the 96, 95, 96, 96, 97 series, wherein they went to a four-wheel drive. And King has actually also experience on hill climbs with the AEP events early in 2000, the 2012, 2010. Yeah, and we're glad to have him. So he'll be our guest driver for tonight. He actually qualified for the PC batch at around, I think, for overall a number 13, but for the PC batch he was number 8. So yeah,
Definitely. All right. So, oh,
Has he come in? Not
yeah,
yet.
he's actually in. He's connected now. Looks like he's very very excited
all
to
right.
join us
Alright.
for tonight. All right. So now,
So it's yeah, we're actually lucky that we have new guys coming in the rally. So these guest drivers are usually our reserve drivers. They haven't really qualified for the event, but I mean for the top 14. So they won't be getting any total times doing this event. So their times will be considered for the qualifying. But it's glad that we actually have space for them and for them to try out, because that means they get more engaged and they get the experience of how it is to fight in the live lobby as well. And it's very different because you're fighting against real people now, not just the computer anymore, not just AIs or artificial intelligence anymore. So yeah,
see.
That's why everyone has to bring in their A game.
that's right.
Definitely. All right, so looks like we have all our drivers for the PC tonight. So let's go ahead and introduce our drivers. We have Jahan Kalam, a little help here.
I don't see it right now.
We also need some help in the on the screen.
All right,
Yeah.
give me a second. All right, let me just
But
go back.
anyway, the biggest news what we have now is Christian Navarro, our second place man from last time, was not able to make it into this game. He was qualifying but got time barred on the qualifying for the last stage, and it's leaving Lance Gobalia a an opener for this championship. But pole P2, the guy in P2 is John Lawrence Bernardo, who's D4G Lawrence Bernardo in our PSN names. We also have Mark Esther Rosales, who was our guest driver in round 1, but has now made it in also to the top 14. We have Nico Salvador, who was 5th last time in round 1, and he'll be probably driving the Mitsubishi Evolution again. We have Russell Reyes, also driving a Lancia Delta, same as the top guys. Of course, he is part of the top guys. He's been the top 3. He was 3rd last time. Gronkowski, aka Raul. Sorry, not Raul. Sorry, King Asuncion. King Asuncion is King Asuncion is our resident doctor. No, just kidding. But he is a doctor by profession already. I think he's by profession already. And it's his first time. He'll be our guest driver. Tomo R is a newcomer. This is
Matt Lihauko.
yes. I hope we pronounce your name right. He is a newcomer. We haven't interviewed him yet. We'd like to get to know him. Say hi in the chat room, Matt. And another Matt is Red Link Joker. So we have Matt C, who is also one of the guys who's been driving in the Motorsports Development Program's Gymkhana. So we're glad to have him also be able to qualify this time. I think he was a bit off the pace last time, or he got surprised with the pace of everybody last time. But at least now he's in, and this is going to be a very good fight for this series in round 2 Rally of Champions, which was held in Batangas and Tagaytay back in 1993.
All right, so without further ado, on your mark, Kuya Ivan, shall we start the championship for the PC drivers?
Definitely. All right. So these guys, PC, these are our top 7 as of the moment. With King Asuncion taking the place of Vic Nadalo, who also was able to qualify, but unfortunately will have a DNS in this rally. So his points, he won't be able to get any points. So imagine we have 2 top drivers, Christian Navarro and Vic Nadalo, not making it to this game, who are supposed to be within the top 10. And yeah, so this time but drivers we have now are still of quality. They've showed it before. And of course, we have the newcomer who's also going to be inside. It's just King and Matt. The two Matts, basically.
Okay. So let's see how this PC batch will turn out as we have a whole different
Contingent
grid
of Lancer Evos.
Yep. Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
No longer a Lancia-dominated room, I see here. And we have a Soul Subaru. And
Legacy RS.
And that's King Asuncion.
You get pretty excited, John, with the Legacy RS, don't you?
I have a legacy of my own, so unfortunately it's not running also. So I think that's a common trend with Subarus that I think so.
No. Bad joke.
Bad joke, sorry. I could say
that's okay.
that I'm a Subaru owner.
That's okay. That's okay. That's all right. No worries. Okay. So let's get in the game, immersive, and away we go. So looks like Matt Frederick C will be trying out a whole different setup for the Evo 6, as his car of choice in Group A, as far as I remember, is the Subaru Impreza GC8. All right.
Starts 40, 6 left, into 3 right long, opens 30. Good luck.
Oy, sabi daw ni King Asuncion, Kuya Ivan Isada and Keanu Dominado, pa-shoutout kay Daddy, bigyan na ako ng steering wheel. Ha ha ha.
5, 4, 3,
Alright,
2,
Tito Raul.
1.
Baka naman, Tito.
We're watching Lawrence Bernardo now, right? Yeah.
Check out, this is John Lawrence Bernardo.
Oh, this guy is really fast, and I would make him my favorite to win a couple of stages for this rally. He's taking the Lancia also pretty clean. They're going to have to be aggressive on this first stage because they know that there's going to be a service right after.
And guys, check out who is in number 1.
Matt Lihauco is on the lead, fighting for the lead between
Russell Reyes. Wow.
We don't know much about you, Matt Lihauco, but we'd like to know more about you, please.
But it's definitely his presence after that dump into a cut and then into not falling into that ravine. He really knows the stage well.
I wonder how many hours these guys invested to practice this stage, because wow, these are 3 competitive drivers on the top.
Using more than the road allows for him to really tackle the corners really aggressively. What a performance. I did not expect this at all.
Same here.
Alright, so that's Matt Lihauco, and now let's look at Russell Reyes. Now Russell Reyes is going to be approaching a narrow section.
He's also really pushing He's pushing his Lancer to the elephant.
I'm trying to look at the driving style of Russell at the moment, if he's still going to do all his sideways, and his driving characteristic is still the same. And we're gonna see quite some show again from Russell.
Yep, no more Tokyo drifts this time. It's gonna be all straights and stability. Alright. He's not even easing off 1 bit. Oh!
Oh, he clips it. Clipping.
Pressure is getting to him, and John Lawrence Bernardo is just right behind him.
Oh, John Lawrence Bernardo, something wrong with him. He's dropping down.
Yup.
Oh dear.
Salvador is overtaking him as well.
Oh! Nico Salvador with a white Evo 6.
Oh!
Clipping that corner on the outside. Where is he now? He's currently 3rd, but really he's fast approaching the top guys right now.
Something happened also to Matt wow, and he's suddenly off in second.
Yeah, he's off the
And
pace right.
Russell Reyes is taking the lead.
Matt Frederick C. also in a white Evo. The number 28. This guy's also someone that we should look out for because he has shown his speed on this game. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to qualify the last time. Mark Lesser Rosales in 7th.
And Russell Reyes across the line.
Matliao not far behind Nico Salvador, almost there as well.
And John Lawrence Bernardo as well.
Red Link Joker. Matt
Right.
Frederick C. also approaching the finish.
That was a nice sideways action there from Matt.
Alright, and here we have King Asuncion.
In the old Subaru Legacy RS, the first generation of the Legacy, with its 103.5-inch wheelbase, and it's a more stable car in the high speed section.
Oh, looks like the stop box was hit. And we have Mark Lester Rosales across the line. Alright.
What a first stage, guys. That
This is
was great.
wild. I mean, this is just SS1 with Russell
know who would have
Reyes
won.
with a stage win.
Yep, he took the stage win over Matt Lihuaco and Lihauco, sorry. And Matt had a good lead, but I don't know where he made a mistake. And Russell Reyes was able to get that spot. Nico Salvador with a 357. John Lawrence Bernardo with 358, all within the 50s. I think Lance Gobalia was able to get a 47 in this stage, so they're slotting in all right behind him.
Yep.
Matt C is on a 411, and King Asuncion in his first lobby race is at a 431, followed by Mark Lester Rosales.
Alright, so now we're gonna have our first night stage on SS2. Right? So, is there something that you'll be expecting from this stage, Kuya Ivan?
Well, I'll be expecting that it's all night, it's all dark for these guys. So the change of scenery is different. But I'm sure with the recce and the reconnaissance that they did, the survey that they did, and the qualifying that they did, they know the stage pretty well right from the start. The problem with these stages, with stages 2, 3, 4, and 5, are usually if you get tired and you're not really thinking, which they will get tired, and they can get tired in some parts. The stage seems to be all the same when it's at night, so because of all the twists and turns. So they'll have to be sure that they stay focused all the time at these night stages, because it's really going to wear them out. But for stage 2, I think they'll still be pushing until they get shaken off with their first hit of a tree or their first hit of the bank, or they fall off the cliff, and then they'll have to have second thoughts on
Start
how they're going to
flat
pace
crest
themselves
30,
again for the rally.
crest and don't cut, 3 right long tightens, into 3 left of a crest long tightens. Good luck.
Let's see if John Lawrence Bernardo can redeem himself on the first night stage of tonight's rally.
Yeah,
5,
John Lawrence Bernardo
4,
wasn't expecting that
3,
SS1. He was
2,
leading at the first part,
1,
but
go.
just like what happened last time in round 1, he's kind of made 2 mistakes, and at least for this one, it's not too big of a mistake. He can still get good pace. He just needs to calm himself a bit down, a bit more, and I think he can do this one.
I'm sure he has the experience to really keep it consistent and fight off all the young guns that are after the stage win. He's taking his move. But we should really check out Matt Lihauco. I mean, he's the lead right now.
Matt is, really making himself, he's introducing himself right. We're the ones who's not pronouncing his name that right all the time, but he's going really fast with that Evo. And he knows how to chuck that ego in, yeah?
Wow, that understeering beast, he's really having the handle of this car.
I wonder how many sleepless nights these guys may have before this race.
Look at that.
Oh, whoa! A little wild on the exit there, but he's okay.
Yeah, but if you can see how he just used that pendulum to swing the car around, that was almost a perfect corner except for that exit, but he still got momentum and he's delivering because he's at first stage. He just needs to be sure that he keeps the car on the road.
My God, he's really taking more. He's really cutting those corners really aggressively. This guy. This guy is.
This guy is insane, man.
Yeah. Look at him. He's using the handbrake to turn the car, to pitch the car on those very sharp ones. Those one lefts, one rights. Very impressive.
And let's check out the second placer, Russell Reyes.
Another impressive guy, another aggressive guy as well. Let's see do some showboating for us. I hope. He's pitching the car left and right. A bit slow on the exit, but it's okay.
Looks like the strategy here is keeping the revs high even though you're on the corners, so you won't bug down on the exit.
Because if you bog down, you understeer off the course.
Yeah.
That part where you cross the cow grates or cow grates or
The cattle grate?
cattle grate. I mean, that really freaks me out because especially that part, you pass through the grates and then you have to turn three right. It's kind of unnerving for me when I tackle that part.
And looks like we have Matt Lihauco pulling away from Russell Reyes. And let's check out Nico Salvador, how he's doing.
Driving the car, okay.
Yeah, very different style from Matt Lihauco. He's keeping it more stable, but you can see, I think he's got the rhythm of how to steer the car, how to pick up the car, unlike how he was doing back in round 1.
Very smooth. That would be an ideal way to drive the car in real life.
And let's check out Matt Frederick C.
Matt Frederick C with the matching white Evo 6. He's not using the weight to shift the car left and right.
No, what he's doing is a basic one. He brakes straight, turns the car, powers out. He's keeping it to the basic. He's keeping it to the fundamentals, and I think it's not that bad. But if he wants to go faster, he'll have to tweak a bit that style into sliding the car a bit more into the corner.
But shooting and hits and
Another Evo driver, we have Mark Lester Rosales.
I have to apologize to this guy. The last round I was calling him Mark Lester Robles or something like that. I apologize. But Mark Lester Rosales, I hope I'm saying it right, and he seems to be doing a good job so far.
Oh!
I spoke too soon.
Oh dear.
Recover. Oh.
And here we have King Asuncion.
Really, this car has a very nice distinctive boxer rumble that I'm sure you love, Kian.
Yes, it does.
You guys are so biased, you know that?
What? It sounds good.
Nobody does that.
All right. Oh!
Overcooks it. but still makes it on the third.
You have to remember that King is actually back at home using a keyboard. So
Oh!
still props to him for him to do all these hairpins and chicane.
As in on a WASD format? Whoa!
He's
That.
driving. That means he's driving this car like Grand Theft Auto 5.
There you have it.
Not bad. Keep up the good work, sir.
Let's check out Matt Liauco once again. Let's have an outside view on how he's doing.
Really pitching the car. And he's using the handbrake to its full potential. He's really using the handbrake to pirouette the car towards the end. But he's doing it pretty well.
Just enough to turn the car in and be sure that he uses all the traction and the power of the Evo to pull him out. Just how it was intended and how it was built. But yeah, you're pulling on the handbrake just right, goes into the corner.
And Matt Liauco across the line, followed closely by Russell Reyes.
Oh, he cooked it a little bit as it finishes.
And here we have John Lawrence Bernardo and Nico Salvador.
He has a smashed foot.
And we have King Asuncion going for the...
They're neck and neck with Mark Lester Rosales. Let's see who among them would take it for the, you know. He's again taking
Wait,
it
what?
conservatively. What?
These? No. I'm still on.
Alright, so we have Matt
Nope. Not me.
Liauco. Yep. At first, 7:35 with Russell Reyes at 7:49. Lawrence Bernardo with 7:54. Nico Salvador with 8:06. King Asuncion with 8:39. Mark Lester Rosales 8:41, and a disconnection from Matt C.
It can't be me. If I disconnect, everyone disconnects.
It's gone.
Yep. It can't be me, my man.
Matt was calling it a disconnection, but apparently it was him who got disconnected. So we're sorry for that, Matt. But you can still join. However, with the 2-minute penalty to the fastest time, which you're pretty lucky that the fastest time is pretty fast.
Yeah.
So we're going into SS3. This is a night stage. It's a reverse of the stage a while ago, and I think, guys, we're getting a big surprise from our leader of this PS4 batch, of the PC batch.
All right. All right. Invite sent for Matt Frederick C. Looks like if you disconnected on SS2, you'll be joining again on SS4 on the service bay.
So
dear.
Tomo R or Matt Liauco.
Yep.
I'm saying it's right. The
Yep.
name right? I
Yep.
hope his name
That's
is
right.
saying
That's right.
It's
Starts
Lee
one right,
Hauco.
very long.
Liauco,
Opens
all right.
30, one left tightens. Good
Well,
luck.
he can always correct us later if we're saying it wrong.
Okay. Okay, looks like Matt Frederick C has problems with his internet right now. Oh dear, I hope it's not
5,
raining on your
4,
location.
3, 2, 1, go.
And away we go! And John Lawrence Bernardo on the starting line.
They're now heading back to where they came from. Maybe this first sector is really tight. I think it's tighter than the second half of this course.
Yep.
So
Definitely.
it's really, they're really taking, I mean, the speeds that they're doing are pretty slow at this part. Bernardo took that corner pretty well. I usually understeer that corner. He's doing a steady pace. I hope it's enough for him to try to make it to the top 3 in this very, very surprising easy batch.
And here we have Russell Reyes battling second place with Nico Salvador.
Yep, they're still
A
battling.
little bug down there by Russell Reyes, but he's back in action. Look at how close Russell Reyes is to the wall. Oh dear.
I like how he linked up all those corners. And you can see him
Corner
still
markers?
maintaining momentum. Yep.
Hey!
Really took those fence posts like he meant to do that.
The hate for the marshals must be real for Russell Reyes.
If this was slalom, this would have how many seconds penalty would have.
But it's rally, and the rally drivers do cut line, so just
And
to get
here
the
we have
faster,
Matt Lihauco.
Again, what an impressive drive from this guy.
that's a nice pendulum for him over there.
Makes me wonder now, what kind of setup does he have at home?
Oh, he clips it on the outside too much.
Even misses the corner marker.
You think he's driving using a controller, Keanu?
I have no idea.
Well, it's kind of difficult to do what he's doing on a wheel, I think.
This will be another Lance Gobalia story if this were a controller. On the early days.
No, but the controller is really possible to go fast. You have to remember with the controller, if they are using a controller,
Oh, yeah.
all the keys and the buttons are all fit together. So the time to use the accelerator to the brake is very fast. And you know, if they grew up with the controllers, they'll be fine. They'll be able to adapt.
Yeah, hopefully there's a way to modulate braking, especially if you're talking about controller setups. Because the left trigger will definitely be a modulating choice for the drivers.
Yep. Or maybe they're just stepping on the brake right away. There's probably an assist for it. But anyway, we have Nico Salvador, and he's not having that turn the way he wanted it.
It's
probably
pitch
a
black.
bit of a it probably is a bit of a tiredness coming in already, fatigue coming in.
Oh! Take it easy right there, Mark Lesser Rosales.
Thank God there was a need to catch him from falling. It's really, I feel that racing motorsports in general, as a driver, it's a lot of a mental challenge to really, especially in a rally, that you really have to keep your focus. Because one misstep, you fall off a ravine or hit a mountainside. Yeah, as you can see now. So especially in this grueling stage, it's so hard to keep your focus. I mean, look at the Subaru Legacy. It's already, the front end's a bit smashed already. I hope his radiator is fine.
Oh, he's fine.
Probably his headlight is a bit. One of his headlights is probably not working.
I think for a night stage, the best one is to know if you're all okay, that all your lights are complete and you can still see. I don't think to be a driver here that wouldn't have his headlights and the rally lights on.
Yeah.
especially if it's pitch black.
It would be nigh on impossible to drive that car on a very quick pace if you have no lights. Probably you'll rely on a walking stick or something to navigate this course.
Or your navigator bringing out the flashlight so that he could help you.
Really, Matt Lihauco is on a class of his own on this match. Look at him drive. Doesn't seem to be a wheel like excusing. The inputs are really weird for real life.
Matt actually finished in the top 10 on our qualifying, so it's really surprising what he's doing now in the live event. It's pretty fast.
He's pretty fast.
The pendulums are just continuous, like liquid. Wow.
Who is this guy? I want to meet him. I want to know more about this guy. Is he a kid? Is he an old guy? What?
I have no idea as well. I haven't had the time to look at the reg sheets yet, but maybe you can have a look, John.
I think I'll have a look. You guys meet there
Alright,
watching
sure.
those guys.
Go for it.
My pleasure.
Look at that, rocking the Season 4 livery of Dirt Rally 2, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but Gas doesn't have his rally pod lights on, his hood lights.
He does. It's just the bumper lights. Yep. Mitsubishi rally lights are just on the bumpers, not on the hood. And Matt Lihauco across the line, followed closely by Russell Reyes.
Russell Reyes almost at the
Oh, take it easy, Russell.
They're almost there.
All right, Russell Reyes across the line, followed closely by John Lawrence Bernardo.
Nico Salvador also about to finish.
All right, and check out Mark Lester Rosales.
Driving pretty cleanly over that ditch. This section really is a relatively faster part, after tackling those slow lefts and rights earlier. It's a slight change of rhythm to tackle this second half. And as they finish, they must be really tired. King Asuncion with the Legacy RS. He makes it over that.
That was a sweet turn there by King Asuncion.
Yeah, not bad. Almost to the finish.
And there he goes, King Asuncion across the line. All right. I lost for words with the time of Matt Lihauco and Russell Reyes. Look at that gap.
He's Matt Lihauco is the only guy in the 7-minute mark, with Russell Reyes 8 minutes 02, with John Lawrence Bernardo taking third. Nico Salvador fourth, Mark Lester Rosales fifth, and King Asuncion sixth. I hope that Matt Frederick C can join us for the next stage.
So just some details on Matt Lihauco. He's 21 years old, and he registered in our digital rally just the day after our round one. So he's been watching out. He's been observing. He's young, he's fierce, and he's almost the same category or same age category as our rally leader, who is also Lance Gobalia. So I think there'll be a good matchup in the coming rallies if Matt can keep this up.
If they were on the same platform, I would love to see how Lance and Matt would do. Because, wow, a 7-minute mark on a long stage, man, you gotta be something to reach that time.
Do they have? Yeah, they're now taking their service, preparing themselves for the next 2 night stages.
All right, and Matt Frederick C reconnects. All right, welcome back, Matt Frederick C. All right.
I guess for some of the guys, they kind of have to get their cars in tip-top condition to restore their rally lights back to full lumens. And I hope they will be ready to tackle another difficult night stage here in New Zealand or Batangas or Tagaytay, wherever we are right now.
Well, it's definitely somewhere in the woods because I don't hear any background music. I just hear crickets and the night, the night atmosphere and while we're looking at this list of drivers and their status in the service area.
There are
But
no
as of the moment-
owls on New Zealand, right?
There probably are. Just don't find them.
I don't know. Maybe they're the ones that can make noise.
What kind of owls are you looking for, Kian?
Just the
those
one,
those
just the one with
hoots?
big eyes.
The Hooters.
I didn't say it. You did. All right.
Starts flat crest
A
30.
freshly repaired
Crest and don't cut.
Lancia
3
Delta
right long
Integrale
tightens
by
into 3 left
John
over
Lawrence
crest long
Bernardo.
tightens. Good luck.
All right.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
And off we go.
So far, John Lawrence Bernardo has been getting third places on each stage. We haven't seen yet a stage win from him, unlike last time in Australia. But good thing is that he's still on the road, unlike last time in round 1, where we saw him have quite a bit of trouble. Nowadays, now in this rally, he's keeping his car on very well on the road. That's a very good view.
Wow, what a nice slide on that high-speed corner.
Let's check in on Nico Salvador and how he's doing.
Nico Salvador, I think one of the OGs in the sim rally scene of dirt rally in the Philippines. So I think he could do. I think he's doing okay. He's in third now, and what a nice slide over there.
Yeah, that was pretty.
And this one,
Same with that one too.
Looks like
This is
they're
in the flow
all
right now.
They're all improving as they redo the stage once again.
I'm sure they have familiarity now. So, he overshoots that corner.
I think he kind of did that a while ago as well. But yeah, definitely there's familiarity coming into this fourth stage of ours, which is this repeat of stage 2.
Yep.
And they've been able to reset themselves
that's
as well.
gotta hurt. Ow.
That fence was able to save him from falling all the way, but that's gonna knock him off that good flow that he had a while ago.
Showing the Legacy RS taking measured pace over the cattle grades.
Yeah, he's been reporting that
Oh!
having some lag on his end on the PC. So
Yeah.
definitely it's his first time, so he might need to upgrade his hardware and software in the back at home.
Yeah,
But
could
his
be
car
a
is all fine at the moment.
could be a hardware upgrade or maybe a setting tweak on the game itself. Because
Or maybe Kian just wants that special request that you mentioned a while ago.
yeah.
The
Yep.
role, you have to buy King a steering wheel that fits the Legacy.
Yep. And
Come on.
And shout out to Tito Raul Asuncion. Uy! Aba, King, nakapasok. Nakasali ka. Yes, he's surprised that King is in the rally.
And we're glad to have him in the rally.
Alright, definitely. He's been chatting me in the past and he can't wait to actually, join us on an online event.
This is his first taste of rally and online rally, and I hope he continues to join us for the next 2 rounds.
Here we have Mark Lester Rosales. Alright.
Like Mark said, the pickup on his car, the front fender, and but manhandling that store at the moment, trying to get the car in, but I think he's doing just fine.
He's doing okay.
The rhythm.
Yeah.
He's in the rhythm right now. Managing the understeer of that car pretty nicely.
Alright. Let's check out Matt Frederick C.
Cutting that corner pretty hard. Exiting that pretty roughly, but still driving the car very quickly. Taking a handbrake on that hairpin turn.
I really love this angle. You can see how close they are on clipping the corner.
You don't see that in real life.
Yep.
Based on Ivan's story, you just see the rally lights and they're gone.
Yep.
Now, with the wonders of technology, we can enjoy all these fantastic angles, camera angles.
Oh! He's riding the ledges right there. Take it easy. You don't want to stress your tires too much, man.
Man, this is a car, not a skateboard.
Oh dear.
But you're doing good, don't worry. You're still fast.
Let's check out Russell Reyes, all the way in front, battling it with Matt Lihauko. Oh!
Won his line, but he lost a lot of momentum into that one. The car bogging down and eventually hitting that bank. But he's there. He's still second. He's okay.
We're still neck and neck, and I wonder who would take the stage with.
You're right, Jahan. They are very close to each other. At the moment, Matt is really very consistent at doing this stage, and Russell he's there. He's trying to challenge and take the pressure on Matt Lihauko.
All right, we're getting some questions on the Facebook chat. Is how does one join this online event?
On the videos that we have, except for this one, most of the ones in the AAP Motorsports page, you'll find your Facebook groups. You'll also find the registration form. And once you got in touch with us on the Facebook page, we'll try to get in touch with you, and you'll be joining in exclusive Facebook chat room for the AAP Digital Motorsports, where we'll try to accommodate all your questions into entering the game, from qualifying to the lobby. So,
oh, Russell Reyes hits the curb right there. Oh dear, looks like the pressure is getting to him.
yeah, definitely. How's Matt doing? Matt has lost his right
His left.
bumper light.
Oh, right. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
His right. His right fog
That
lights.
didn't affect him too bad, yeah. As long as he's still got 3 of them, he'll be okay.
Fantastic how he tackles the corner. It's really a joy to watch him, really. Really taking that corner, really aggressive, really sideways.
And he gets another stage win. That's 4 out of 4 for Matt.
Too bad for Russell Reyes. He could have been closer if he did not do that mistake.
And Russell Reyes across the line.
John Lawrence Bernardo not far behind.
And John Lawrence Bernardo is across the line, followed closely by Nico Salvador. And it's an Evo Fest for this PC batch. Alright.
I'll probably go with the Evo as well, only because the weight rally cars that time for the Mitsubishi, the 4063 engines.
Yeah.
The serious family of engines.
Oh dear. Hey, Matt Frederick C across the line. And now we have King Asuncion. Oh no, missing his rally lights, but he still has his headlights. All right. And
So-
another huge gap. Oh dear.
Yeah, Matt Lihauco getting a 742 over Russell Reyes with a 755, followed by John Lawrence, who's keeping a consistent third. So 1, 2, 3 here in the species is still the same. Nico Salvador in fourth. Mark Lester Rosales getting the better of Matt C and King Asuncion. So yeah, so far we haven't really expected Matt to be on top, and Russell Reyes trailing him. Same with also Lawrence. I think Lawrence is. I'm sure he wants to get, still a stage win. He's done it before. He's still on to trying to win his first stage.
I mean, I wonder how Matt Lihauco will compare against Lance Gobalia. So that would be interesting to see who will be this rally's winner.
Looking at the
Definitely.
stage times, they seem to be very similar. They're taking off around 20 seconds from their competitors. Obviously, Russell Reyes was the third guy from last time, from round one, and so the gap is not going to be too big from Russell, but from the rest of and Russell and Lawrence, but from the rest, I think the times are gonna be very
Starts
close. So
one
we'll have
right,
to,
very long,
compute this one
opens
after the
30,
rally.
one left tightens. Good luck.
All right. Not a problem, Robert King Romero. I hope you could join us on our next event.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, John Lawrence Bernardo starts the rally.
This tight first sector is really a challenge. You really want to push the car, but you make a mistake, you hit the mountain face or you fall down with the things catching you. Sometimes the corners are off camber, especially this part. There's only, you enter the middle part, the inner part, you are able to turn, but if you end up in the middle, you really will understeer out. Really a challenge, this course. And I would imagine that Tagaytay-Talisay road would have been something similar. And I just read earlier that one of the legends that took part in the 93 season, Mike Potenciano, just recently went motorcycle riding up to Tagaytay via Talisay. So also today, Sir Mike Potenciano is also reliving the rally with us.
Pro motorcycle.
Yeah, I mean with a motorcycle, of course, but it's glad that we are also able to relive their histories and showcasing Filipino sim racing talent. Russell Reyes, Nico Salvador,
Nico Salvador also losing that left front bumper light.
they really have to be careful. Because if they use all their lights, they're gone. They gotta have to limp back to the service area.
But at least after this stage, they're gonna get their service. And so far, Nico is on number 2. They're fighting with Russell Reyes at the number 2 spot. So Russell Reyes probably heard us commenting on that one. There's something not right with that one, and Nico also getting the better at the moment of John Lawrence Bernardo.
And check out how Nico Salvador takes this sector right here.
Cutting that corner nicely, avoiding the branches of that tree.
Oh! Clipping the left bank there, but he's okay.
Again, almost clipping the left back.
Oh!
Really, he's overshooting a bit on some of the corners. Sometimes you can get away with it.
Yeah.
They are neck to neck with Russell Reyes at the moment. They're really pushing it.
And let's check out Matt Lihauco, all the way in front.
Running away from everyone. An unbelievable performance, something I could not expect.
Oh! Take it easy right there. Take it easy. You got Russell Reyes right behind you. Alright. And let's take a trip back to the back of the grid. Matt Frederick C. Oh dear, what happened to you? Oh
He
dear.
fell off somewhere. We're not gonna get a car like that if we haven't
Oh! Take it easy.
He's really driving the car like a tech finger.
Oh, that's gotta hurt. Ow. And we have King Asuncion right here. Missing his rally lights.
That's something that King is gonna take advantage of. Remember, he's still on his keyboard, so he's at a disadvantage for sure. We can somewhat agree with the controller that we can still go top head on with the steering wheel, guys in the steering wheel. But for a keyboard, it's not gonna be that easy. So props to King for doing this rally and still maintaining its space and the car on the road.
I hope you're using a keyboard that you don't use every day. Because I don't know how your WASD keyboards will sound like after this rally. Oh dear.
Well, for one thing for sure, he's having fun. That's what he commented
definitely.
on the chat. So that's good, and that's what it really should be about.
I think he may be live on Facebook. I'm not sure if he is. But one thing I remember from round 1, Mark Lester Rosales right here was streaming his onboard footage on his Facebook page.
Oh, that's cool.
Alright.
At fifth place, and it's just right behind that pack of number 2, 3, and 4, or farther in front. But if he keeps it up, any of those 3 guys who are keeping the pressure on, and makes a mistake, he's gonna take advantage of that real good. So Mark just has to keep up his run.
Oh, understeering and hitting the mountain face, sorry.
Let's take a look again on John Lawrence Bernardo. How he's doing, staying stable on 3rd position.
I'm pretty sure John Lawrence Bernardo wants to get that 2nd position. He's not gonna hold back. He's gonna try to catch that Russell Reyes in front.
He's just a few seconds away from Russell Reyes. And spoke too soon. He's now pulling away.
Yep, he just hit that bank, and that's gonna cost him a bit of time. And you can see that one mistake, the car in front just pulls away.
Oh dear.
But he's keeping it consistent. Not bad. That just shows a bit of maturity from John Lawrence Bernardo. And look, his only problem is his car's dirty, but nothing mangled, I hope. It doesn't look like anything's mangled, so good job. They're already at the final split. This is
And
the
Matt-
fast section.
Yeah. Matt is about to finish the stage.
And there he is. He finished the stage. Matt Lihauco across the line. And now we have Russell Reyes.
Russell Reyes really taking it. You know, I think he's driving cleaner than last time.
I
So,
think
an
so.
improvement.
Yeah.
An improvement, I think. So that's good.
Oh!
Oh no, stop. Using that four-wheel drive to pull him out of that ditch.
That would have been a terminal damage incident if he really fell.
Definitely.
And Nico Salvador across the line. Alright. Taking the safe approach there by King Asuncion.
I take the same approach there in that corner as well. I've fallen a bit too many times on that corner where there's a stream just below.
Yep. Same here. Happened to be a lot of times. Oh! Matt Frederick C. Had to recover the car. And he has a radiator problem. Steam coming out of his hood. And only one headlight left.
The Matt has definitely been a bit miserable in this rally in terms of how he's feeling with the car. One problem with all this flow is that if he gets caught off, it's just going to be continuous as well. So he really has to control those emotions and keep the car on the road.
Yep.
But he'll do fine. I'm sure.
He'll be okay.
After this one, there's a proper service again.
Alright.
And it'll be, I'm sure again, Mr. Sunshine's gonna greet them, and they'll all be happy to see the sun.
Whoa, easy.
Take that corner.
A little angle a bit off there. You could roll the car from that angle. And Matt Frederick C finishes. There you go. Oh dear. A vehicle recovery and a flat tire. But luckily he's finished. Alright. Back to you guys.
Yep. So Matt Lehau is at a 743, followed by Russell Reyes, who's got an 804. So this time, he's got a 20-second lead over Russell. And John Lawrence Bernardo, the 810. Nico Salvador with an 831. 1 second behind him is just Marquez Rosales. And Dr. King Asuncion at 9 minutes 03. And Matt C rounding up with an 11:13 due to his penalties and over in that stage.
Alright, so now we're down to our last special stage for tonight's rally. And looks like this is going to be a short one. And it has some daylight. Alright.
Imagine, Kian, this stage is daylight, but seems that people are overshooting those 90-degree square right and square left corners in this stage. So let's see how these guys will fare.
Let's see, indeed. And hopefully their stint from qualifying will make them remind them of how the 90-degree turns are like. And looks like we have another disconnection from Matt Frederick C. Looks like his internet is not on his side here tonight. Oh dear.
I guess back in the early days, you gotta have to upgrade your car. Now you have to upgrade your computer
Or your internet service provider.
or your ISP. Yesterday I have a friend who's a tuner, a car tuner.
All
I
right.
mean, yeah, he's one of the best in the Philippines, and now now he's setting up computers. I'm like, what? What that got? And he's not a gamer.
Start 30 crest
Like,
and 3 left long
unbelievable.
and 5 right long.
What's happening
Good
now
luck.
due to this current situation?
Perhaps breeding more engine tuners, perhaps, Kuya John?
No, now he's setting up nice looking computer cases.
5,
Ah, I
Four.
So
see.
really quite
3,
different to what he
2,
does.
1,
Awesome.
go.
All right, so we're in the final stage.
Now let's see if John Lawrence Bernardo can make this stage. As back in the Team Pilipinas early days, John Lawrence Bernardo, Nico Salvador, and I would use this stage a lot of times, and we would dice for the first position all the time. I wonder if this is gonna be a flashback for John Lawrence, but hopefully it'll be an inspiration for him if he's actually hearing this. All right.
Wow, look at the background as Nico Salvador tackles that set of corners.
Yeah, that background reminding me of the rally this year that we missed due to the current situation we have. So WRC 2020 was cancelled. It was going back to them in New Zealand after 8 years. But unfortunately, yeah, a lot of motorsports stopping, but it's not stopping this AAP Digital Rally Trophy. We're glad that we can do a rally here, and Nico Salvador is just showing us how that Mitsubishi is supposed to be driven.
And he really does show a good performance, showing the capabilities of our drivers to compete in such a discipline. And I'm hearing also that there's an initiative to set up a rally in the Visayas region.
Yeah, for AAP, with the MSP, with the Motorsports Development Program, we've been helping out also some of the guys in Cebu, particularly in Cebu, to build a route for rallying. And we have also John King, who's been one of the guys from MSP helping out from Motorsports Development Program, who I actually also helped bring and introduce to rallying in New Zealand. So he's gotten bitten with a bug, and he's trying to set up something there in his hometown. And it's the same thing also for Iligan, where Dodot Montanier is staying. So he's a big rally fan, together with his cousins, and they have a big place there to go rallying. So once the pandemic's over, we'll see what we can set up. But that's where you have it. Visayas and Mindanao, probably new places to go rallying as well.
Russell Reyes in the lead. And very aggressive, going back to his aggressive style.
These are the stages that Russell likes. You know, the fast ones where you can go sweep and go sideways. That's his style right there. And he's loving it instead of those tight and twisty, slow stages at night. Look at him.
Wow.
Got his mojo back.
He's now battling against Matt Lihauco for the lead. Who will take the stage win? Well, we guess we're gonna be here to find out.
Guys, as soon as they turn in, they pitch the car just to the left and then move it to the right, just like the real rally cars. They're trying to swing that car around. It's something amazing because on a digital rally and on motorsports like this, you wouldn't expect that. But you know, they're putting these techniques also on a digital platform itself. So galing, it's props to them.
But on real life on dirt, it's kind of hard to drive the car normally fast, on a concrete surface versus a dirt surface. You really kind of have to do this to maintain your direction.
Yep, in direction is actually on the car. We're doing it for two purposes. Just like how the guys do it when they're skiing. Obviously, we don't ski as much here in the Philippines, but that's pretty much the theory behind it.
Nico Salvador pushing his Evo also to its absolute limit.
that gap for the lead is increasing over there. They're getting bunched up again, but you'll see Russell Reyes moving up again. John Lawrence Bernardo taking that.
Russell Reyes is pulling a sizable lead against Matli Hauko. He might just take the stage win.
And he does! Followed closely by Matli Hauko.
Probably take the stage, the rally win for the PT group.
Nico Salvador also about to finish. Mark Lesser Rosales, some distance behind, but also pretty close to completing tonight's event.
Alright. And now let's cheer on King Asuncion as you finished. As you are about to finish the whole event. Come on.
Congratulations, it's your first digital rally event with us. Please join us again next time for round 3.
And there you
Alright.
have it.
Suddenly silence Russell Reyes with a 453, followed by Matt Lihauco with the 459. Another 1 second difference only from John Lawrence Bernardo at 5 minutes. Nico Salvador at 5 minutes 7. Mark Lester Rosales at 5:17, and Dr. King Asuncion at 5:40. So, yeah, it's going to be a tight rally for Russell Reyes and Lance Gobalia when we cross their times together. So yeah, what do you think, guys? What about this PC batch? They seem to be really competitive, and it's just been quite an event.
I gotta say, Christian Navarro, you have a new matchup. Matt Lihauco. If you're watching right now, man. And I can't believe they actually show it like this. This is actually the first time I see a finish where the bumper is shown even though it's not attached. All right. So how was that like, Kuya Ivan and Kuya Jahan? Wow.
I can't say much except I don't know where Matt came from. This 21-year-old signs up just right after our first round, and he joins the rally. When I looked at the recce and the qualifying results, just this afternoon in noontime, when we closed the recce, I said, "Who was this guy?" But okay, that was probably going to be something new for him. But there he is, leading right from right from the first sector of the first stage. He's right in front. So, and his times were just, he was pulling quite a gap with the other experienced drivers that we had. So, I don't know. I'm lacking words. I just said a bunch of words, but I'm still lacking how it could happen, where he came from. We've been playing this game for quite some time on the online during the pandemic, but and all of a sudden he comes out, and there you go. Suddenly Christian Navarro and Matt and Lance Gobalia has somebody to look out for as well.
Definitely, and it's definitely not too late to actually join the action, because actually connecting people that have same interests or even same favorite games, in which is rally sim racing, this is just the beginning. All right, what more could happen later on, right? I mean, this is all these events that have been hosted or even created, conjoined with in the past, is really connecting people online, and that's really the heart of this whole event, isn't it? Yeah,
Definitely. So as long as you enjoy motorsports, you enjoy online gaming, it's especially if you like rallying, and it's nice because rallying is not a usual motorsport that we have nowadays. It used to be one of the most popular. In fact, probably, it was a top sport, also motorsport here in our country. But like I said, in 1993, that was the glory days, and now it seems to be, because of all the industrious place and the population that we're having, it's died down, and here it is. At least we can relive it online, and I think there's still some opportunity. Might not be the same like before. There might be a tweak to it, like this online rallying, but this is just the start. See it go also happen online, on live. I mean, real rally cars again happening. That's what we're trying to build again also, and then eventually, let's see if we can bring a few more guys to New Zealand again. We've already done it once. Let's see if that can happen also. So yeah, I think it's the event has been amazing, and the drivers have been amazing for this round 2 of our digital rally trophy.
Wow, as round 2 is just in, and I think there are 2 more rounds to look out for, right, Kevin?
We have the next round is round 3, and it's going to be around the Rally of Subic Bay. The Rally of Subic Bay back in 1993 was the first time that Subic Bay was open. So when you get into Subic Bay, there were no McDonald's, nothing. The American soldiers just left, and it was a big playground for the rally. And well, it was also very difficult in logistics in terms of finding, you know, your convenience of, food, gasoline, everything like that, because it was just plain jungle, asphalt, and abandoned buildings. But it was a good playground for the rally cars that time. And it was actually, if I'm not mistaken, that was actually the first tarmac event that was going to full tarmac event that was going to happen in the Philippines. So it was a change of time also in 1993, and definitely we're gonna relive that one with a tarmac rally, and I think many can already guess what it's gonna be. So I think a lot of people will have to download the DLC, the downloadable content, because that's not gonna be on stock with the normal stuff that the Dirt Rally 2 offers. So I think it's gonna be exciting.
Yep.
Doing the stages there in the tarmac for Dirt Rally 2, I found a lot of stages that are very representative to Subic Bay. So I've ran a couple of them. I actually have a win there as well. I have a win there as well in Rally Pilipinas back in 2003. So I know the stages very very well. I've actually also had the high crash speed also in Subic Bay. So I've had my biggest highs and biggest lows there. So it's a good one. I think everybody will enjoy the next rally.
All right. All right. I guess we can't reveal yet what stage exactly it will be on round 3. But however, do we actually have the dates for round 3? Because looks like they're all asking when will be the next one, sir.
The next rally is gonna be on 2 weeks from now. So that
that'll
would be
October 18.
yes, October 18, and that means October 14, Wednesday, 5 p.m. Those stages are gonna be open again for qualifying and recce. We're still thinking if we're using two rally events, so we'll keep you updated. And I think just in case, for those who don't have the DLC pack, we might have a designated night for you to qualify. So that's still on the board of how we're going to do it. We'll need a bit of the competitor's voice for this one, their opinion on this one. But after that, I think all should be well.
Yep.
I'm just a bit more more work for us as the organizers to do, but we're here to make a good event, and we all hope that the drivers are enjoying and the viewers are enjoying, and we're hoping to bring that excitement for rallying and online gaming, online racing particularly, back, because everybody's just having fun, really competing and enjoying these games. And yeah.
Definitely, 100%. So, how about for you, Kuya Jahan? Are you gonna be expecting anything new for round 3?
I wasn't expecting anything new tonight, but wow, the performance of Matliauco really impressed me and really was fantastic. And I'm seeing the comments on several chats that I'm part of. You know, the fellow competitors are amazed by his capabilities. So who knows? Maybe there will be new guys who'll be joining us for the next rounds, and maybe there's still some more talent that we could showcase to the world. What we are capable of in racing and in sim racing. So yeah, I hope we could see everybody watch us again and watch our racers battle it out in the rally stages, highlighting the 1993 Philippine Rally season.
Yeah, and just to add on also, Jahan, no, I think with this live stream, what we're doing and what we're putting out here for the AAP Digital Rally Trophy, just so that all the competitors, the viewers know, we're being watched also by a lot of the FIA regional guys. Also, what we're doing here for the lobby racing. No? I think among the region, we're the only ones doing this rally, so they're watching out. Most of them are doing circuit racing at the moment, and they're keeping an eye on what we're doing here in the Philippines and the guys who are online and how they're driving. So it's a good this is a good platform what we're doing at the moment, and I hope everybody's supports the rally, the online gaming that we're doing, the digital motorsports that we're doing, and just keep up the good job because you'll never know what other opportunities will open for all of us over here. So yeah, but everybody, congratulations for the good drive. Even those who went to qualifying and just lacked a bit more or got unlucky. But I think if you look at their times, everybody's improving. We had, in fact, like I said, we had two drivers who were the guest drivers last time in round one who've actually set themselves straight and said that they're going to get into the top 14, and they just did that as well. So you know um, it's wonderful to see these drivers battle it out and be persevering and being determined to get to improve in their driving skills here in digital motorsports.
Definitely, definitely. All right. So, some things to look out for round three is definitely going to be a tarmac stage. So, I think this will be a little change of pace from the usual sideways dirt action, but nonetheless, it will be a whole different story as tarmac and Group A. That'll be a sight to see, doesn't it?
Yep. As a rally driver, you're adaptable to many conditions. We're lucky to have here in the Philippines the tarmac and the gravel, and actually a lot of kinds of gravel that we have. But I think we did have the rallies that back then in Subic at May in 1993. I was also spectating, and I enjoyed seeing the monkeys that time in Subic Bay. But the monkeys in the rally cars were even better. So I'd watch that one. I'd like to see the guys relive that one and be a bit of no, going bananas in their cars.
I see. All right, so I guess we could actually close this event for round two. So I would like to give a shout out to AAP Motorsport and to you, of course, Kuya Ivan Isada, and to Kuya Jan Kalam, and for actually having me to actually help you guys host this for Dominado E Motorsports Rally with AAP. I'd like to give my utmost gratitude for you guys, and it's been a pleasure always hosting the game and providing the fun for everyone. All right.
Yes, thank you also, Kian. Thank you, Jahan. It's been a wonderful night again, and thank you for all those who joined and all the viewers. We'll see you in the next AAP Digital Rally Trophy Round 3 Rally of Subic Bay on October 18.
All
October
right.
18, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
October 18, Sunday. All right. So see you.
So we'll see
Thank
you
you,
guys.
guys.
We'll see you guys there, and do stay tuned for it. All right. Till the next time. Bye, guys. Okay, we're off the air.